I want to kind of bring it back over to the now and the artist side of things. You were working on you've been working on a music project of your own called The Prees, which is your own personal stuff. And I think maybe not right before things went south with COVID, you were doing these performances over at Amnesia.
Yeah,
It was called Synesthesia. Am I right?
yeah, Synesthesia. Yeah, it's like it was.
Unique
With,
concept. You want to talk a little bit about that and then about the pre's? Maybe play us a little bit if you feel like it.
all right, sure. The Synesthesia was the word synesthesia is when you kind of mix one sense for another, like you could taste a sound or hear a color. That's what the word synesthesia means. So, but we were it was me and Jay Lee from the Rabbles, which is a rock band that I was playing in as well, and he was doing some modular synthesizer stuff. And my Pre's project is all analog, voltage controlled synthesizer music. There's some vocals and drums, but it's all mixed live and played live. You know, sequences are written on two synthesizers, then I'm playing a Rhodes piano and having a little a monophonic synthesizer and the drum machine and the vocals. So it's all kind of very 80s analog synthesizer sounding music. And we would we would do this really cool setup with it where we would get a guest artist as well. We did this monthly for a while.
Mhm.
We also got visual artists. Excuse me. So these visual artists would project their visuals onto, there we go, onto the screen behind us. Excuse me. And we would set up in a triangle on the stage. And what we did is,
It's like three artists and a visual artist, right?
yeah, three different solo synth artists,
Hmm.
all like synthesizer or modular synth.
Yeah. They
But
had me do it at one point, but then it wound up I couldn't do that one, and then it stopped before I could do the next.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, also people that, did music on computers, but mostly just, all like electronic, like synthesizer stuff.
Yeah.
And what we would do is we would all go to, all send into a single mixer, and uh, we would all be on the stage the whole time, but one person would perform for 10 minutes, and then they would kind of give us a nod, and we would slowly mix them out while we would mix in the next person. And then say it would be me, I would play for 10 minutes, and I'd give the other guy a nod, and then I'd start fading out and fade or that person in. And then we would just go in a circle like that and play three 10-minute sets each. So it'd be 30 minutes from each person, but in 10-minute sections. But it was continuous, and it always flowed together. And then the same with the visuals. The visual artists would do the same thing where they would mix between each other as well. So it would be this like full-on sensory experience where it didn't stop and it was all live. But it was usually, you give someone a set, and then the next person does a set, and the next person does a set. But we did this kind of round robin thing, taking from, the DJ culture,
Yeah.
which you and I both know and love. I love doing that when you play three records and someone else plays three records and
Yeah.
then someone else plays, and you do that round robin thing. We applied that to the synthesizer show, and it really was fantastic. And it,
I went to a few of them, and I thought it was really unique and cool. I was bummed that it wound up stopping, but what a cool concept. That's why I wanted you to talk about it. It was great.
it was unique. It was different. And it also was really cool because if like one of your friends was like, dude, sorry, I'm late. Did I miss you? And you're like, no, I got another set.
Yeah.
Or if someone was early but had to leave early because it was getting late, they were like, they could catch some of you as well. So you didn't have to like sit around and wait for somebody or miss somebody. It was just that round robin was also good from the audience perspective because, and also if you didn't like one of the artists, you'd be like, well, it's only 10 minutes. The next person comes, or whatever. So it was, from an audience perspective, I thought it was a really cool setup too.